today my shot wasn't falling, but played well with my teammates. Got guys the ball that needed it, and we just found the mismatch, and we just rocked with it, and we kind of got caught up in trying to get tussled, and we had a couple shot clock violations. But overall, I just think that as a team, we did exactly what we needed to do to win the game, and we did that.
So then you played here with the Warriors, and then also went to high school. A lot of people don't know, went to high school here for high second in Union City. So how do you feel when you come back here?
Oh, it's always love, man. Honestly, man. I got family in Oakland. My grandmother lives in North Oakland. We're from Bushrod. Family went to Oakland Tech. We have a lot of history here. So for me to come back and play in front of my fans and my family, it's always fun, man. I always love it. My dad's here, so it's a big deal. We got the win. That's all that matters.
Nate, I know it's a lot of guys right now in the league that can't guard you. And so are you going to use this opportunity as a springboard, or is that chapter of your life over and you're continuing on to
I wouldn't necessarily call it over. I'm just waiting for opportunity, no matter how small the window is. I'm always stay prepared, stay ready to go. I'm just looking for opportunity to come, bring my wisdom and my hard work and tenacity to whatever team. I think I can help all teams. They need it. And I'm just having fun. Q, gave me a great opportunity to play the game I love. Man, I play this game, like I was a kid. I just enjoy it, and this is a great platform for that.
And being that you have ties to the area, do you think it's good that events like this come when the Warriors are leaving, the Raiders are leaving? So should there be more things like this to keep hometown guys like you, having a connection to this community? It's going to need something to
it'd be great, man. I'm sad to see the Raiders go and the Warriors, but everything's all about business. So that's a side that we never know of, being fans and being a student of the game. We just love to see our guys play. So hopefully we wish them well, but this will be a great opportunity to play and bring fans closer to the Big Three and get personal with us. And Q's doing a great job of putting something like this together for guys that still want to play, like myself, Mari, and everybody else that's playing in the Big Three.
For either one of you guys or both, is this league, is it more competitive than you expected when you signed up, or similar to what you expected?
It's definitely tough. He said, is this league kind of tougher than what we expected coming in?
Give or take.
How about you, Nate?
I think this is because one, I'm on the short side of this thing, obviously. But for me, I get to get up and actually have to play against always been bigger guys, but guys are just trying to post them. They don't want to dribble. They're taking the easy route. So for me, I just have to now that the movie's over, I can go back home, work out, get a little stronger, and just I guess get ready for just guys just posting me up the whole time for the rest of the games remaining. So I'll do my homework coming up the next week.
Nate, could you explain the mindset that takes over when you're in a league like this? Maybe not as much at stake as when you were playing NBA games, but then I'm guessing that competitive instinct sort of takes over when you're going against guys. What's that feeling like?
I take everything serious. If I was playing you one-on-one, I ain't gonna want you to beat me. So everything's at stake. So let's make that clear now. But of course not the NBA, but for me, I'm a competitor. I love to win. So whatever that is, playing 3-on-3, one-on-one, rock paper scissors, I want to win.
Nate, Larry, Sonny, that's a bold score, so congratulations. You mentioned your height.
Yep.
Does it work to your advantage in a 3-on-3 setting?
I wouldn't necessarily say just work to my advantage, but I just use my teammates, and I just try to find areas where I can score or get somebody else the ball to score and put them in position. It's a great platform because you can't help as much, so we have a little bit more room to do work.
How's everybody?
How you doing? Well, how you guys doing?
All right.
Congratulations.
From a coach's perspective, let me just say I'm really proud of our team. We try to keep it simple. And 3-on-3 basketball, at the end of the game, it does come down to one-on-one skill, one-on-one talent. And Nate and David came through for us big once we were down the stretch, just in terms of breaking down the man, looking for the shot, getting to the foul line, or hitting the clutch 3. Like Nate had the first 2 games gave winners, so I think it was David's turn. And if we take turns all season to let everybody get a chance, because we're an equal opportunity team. As you can see, we play multiple lineups, we play big, we play small. And you know, I'm just blessed with the opportunity to coach a team that has that type of diversity.
So Doc, you played the ABA, NBA, played with a lot of players, a lot of Hall of Fame coaches here now. What player reminds you of something like Nate Price?
Nate, let's see. You know, I had a teammate named Super John Williamson. And Super John was fearless, man. We lost like 6 or 7 games in a row. I told the coach, man, the only reason we losing is because I ain't getting no minutes. So I can see Nate saying something like that and getting inserted in the lineup, and then living up to, you know, wanting to get there and prove a point. So he's a player that has a chip on his shoulder. I'm sure all his life people told him can't do this, can't do that, can't whatever. You know, low train, that can't get up the hill, or whatever. And he's like, you know, screw all that. I'm proving them all wrong, and in the process, endearing himself to so many people who love Nate Robinson. You know, I got a personal assistant. You know, she sent me a text. Just tell that little Nate Robinson that I love him. Whatever. I didn't tell him because I didn't want to go to his head. But I can say it now.
Doc, you've seen a lot of basketball in your time around the sport. What do you think about this league starting up compared to other leagues you've seen start and fail, and things you've been a part of, and how do you think this is going to manifest itself over the long run?
Well, I mean, I think people are enjoying the experience. I think the players for sure are enjoying the experience. You know, one of the big things for me last year was interacting with the other 7 coaches, especially George Gervin and Clyde Drexler, you know, guys who were my contemporaries. George and I were teammates. You know, when we first started out, you know, my second year was his first year, et cetera, et cetera. Spending some time around Rick Barry, Rick Mahone. You know, last year AI was in the league. So the coaches, you know, who don't get to see each other, and after your career's over, you don't see a guy. You see him at a golf tournament or whatever, unless you've made a bond with somebody. So in a lot of instances, it was, you know, matter maybe not interacting with guys for a number of years, and then suddenly 10 straight weeks, you know, 8 weeks of play and 2 weeks of playoffs. So that's pretty cool, and you know, the players can speak for themselves in terms of how that experience has been for them. Because I know last year a lot of guys talked about, man, I thought this guy was a complete asshole, but he's all right. After you get to spend some time around him in a new venture like this, where there has to be some camaraderie. You know, it's fight when you're on the court, but off the court, you know, everybody's part of the big three. So we have to do things that are in the best interest of the big three, and then we're doing something in our own best interest as well.
Julius, kind of following up on that question, you have such a strong reputation in basketball. What convinced you when you became associated with the Big Three that it could live up to your standards?
Mm-hmm. 2 phone calls for one thing, one from Ice Cube and one from Clyde Drexler. And you know, so that they have the same thing at risk that I have. They have the same type of status in terms of Clyde as a Hall of Famer and Ice Cube as a professional entertainer. And so the leap of faith, I think, came with having those conversations and then saying, all right, man, I'm doing this for you. You know, not necessarily for me. And it became doing it for me as well as for them. But in the beginning, it definitely was doing it for them.
Dr. J, you played with Moses Malone, you played with Reese Cheeks, you played during, the Larry Bird age, and then sort of like when Michael Jordan came into the league. Do you like the direction of the current NBA? Do you believe in this so-called super team stuff with KD, what's going on with the Warriors, and now LeBron going to the Lakers? And do you believe in that? Do you believe it's such thing as taking the easy way out to a championship?
Yeah, it's a very nauseating experience, to be honest with you. In the 60s, and when the Yankees put their dynasty together, they signed Dave Winfield, Reggie Jackson, they got loaded up, man. And then, the next thing was the Yankees gonna win it. I mean, it's theirs to lose. I've never been a real good advocate of that. I kind of like free agency is real, and it should be utilized to play in the best interest of himself and his family, what have you. But I think when you have such a high level at the top and then at the bottom, you have so many bad teams. It's just not a fair and equitable situation. But economically, the league's making money, so they know more than I know.
Do you feel there's too many teams in the NBA? Do you feel like maybe they should downsize?
No, I don't think it's too many teams in the league. But I think the 16 teams that make the playoffs, I mean, they earn it. You got 16 in, 14 out. I mean, I don't know what you do. I mean, the league is probably more inclined to expand rather than contract in terms of the rest of North America, maybe Europe, South America, whatever. I think they always have discussions about expanding the league, and there's plenty of talent to go around, as you can see by these two guys next to me. I mean, it's a thin line between them being in the NBA and being in the Big Three, and I can attest to that.
Do you guys also feel? This is for all you guys. Do you guys like the current playoff system in the NBA? Because you heard the NBA is thinking about going to seeding like what they do in the NCAA, getting rid of the whole East-West Coast thing. Do you like the current playoff system, or do any of you guys think it's time for change? Because keep in mind, LeBron went to the NBA Finals 9 years in a row.
I mean, it shakes things up definitely, because it just whatever team is winning, the best teams are going to go to the playoffs. There's no more, like you said, no more East-West. I would like to see how guys are going to play, how they're going to prepare for games. Is going to be a little different. Every game really matters for sure now. It's not, we can take a coast and we can come in after the second half of the season, after All-Star break and pick it up, or guys rested. Ain't going to be none of that. They got to bring in every game. So it's going to be interesting. They changed everything else with the rules, so why not change things up?
Nate, does the 3-on-3 format take a player back a little bit to schoolyard or pickup games?
Yeah, I mean, it takes you back to just going to the park. You ain't got enough, we can play threes. I mean, that's what guys do when we don't have enough. We just play 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. So, I mean, you got to check your egos at the door, and you got to be willing to play, because it's not that much help on the court. You can't help as much. You got to be able to guard, like you said, one-on-one. And sometimes you gotta knuckle up and guard your guy mano a mano. And I think on our team we have that. We check every box. We got team players. We got guys that can go one-on-one. We got defensive guys. We got guys that play hard, play with a chip on their shoulder. We got great wisdom with Doc and Jermaine. We got guys that have been to the playoffs, the championship. So I like our team. We just got to keep playing, bring it every week, one game at a time. And we got to keep riding this guy's back the whole time. We be straight.
And Nate, as someone who played with the Warriors for a minute, did you see this coming? I mean, where they are now, did you see it coming?
I did. I mean, I didn't see KD coming here. I didn't see that. But when I was here, Clay and Curry, they like the way they shoot the ball every practice, shooting against each other, competing every day. I was like, man, like they're gonna be doing this in the games like it's nothing. And then now look, it's just they can turn the faucet on, they can't turn it off. The water's running, so it's pretty cool. It's fun. It's they're fun to watch. My kids love them. And I mean, you got guys that can that can kill you from long range. It changes the game. It opens up the floor.
In terms of what people look for. In terms of adding to their team now.
Now you got Boogie here. That's even more dangerous. Now you can't help anywhere on the court. So I kind of made a post a couple days ago saying that I hope guys are ready to play their one-on-one defense, because you ain't gonna be able to help against the Warriors. You're gonna have to play one-on-one, no help on everybody's on the island. So it's gonna be fun to watch.
Last question here. You came up with the Virginia Squires and then played with the New York Mets. You saw how the ABA ultimately influenced the NBA. My question is twofold. Number one, can you see how the Big Three can possibly have an influence on the NBA?
I think the Big Three has an influence on global basketball, period. Letting guys know there's a place to come and try out and compete. if they don't play in the NBA, if they don't play for their national teams. You know, the Olympics are going to have 3-on-3 basketball in 2020. That'll be here before you know it. And our guys are going to be best prepared to really represent America, as opposed to getting guys out of high school and college, you know, who are only playing 5-on-5 basketball. So I think there's a real entree there for guys, you know, like myself, who didn't play in the Olympics. There are guys in this league who didn't play in the Olympics. As you know, they weren't part of that dream team or that select few. But now they're going to have the most 3-on-3 experience of anybody between last season, this season, and next season. So they got to be looked at, I think.
Thank you, everybody.